painted lines or anything. That's Lance Stroll there, and he is in trouble. Has he hit the wall?
Yeah, both corners.
Certainly looks like it. The ultra soft tyre, after recording his best first sector time of the session, he's brought out the red flag.
I think it's just because the rear. He might get away with the front suspension. He might be okay. Looks like the wheel took most of it, but you can just see he's relatively quite straight.
Danny Rick turned.
Oh dear.
He's made the barriers as well.
And that is Daniel Ricciardo in his home race.
So he turned in slightly wide and just wouldn't stick. He asked a little bit too much. And as we saw in testing, when they go round, don't they?
The places have been lost for Romain Grosjean, and going off the Sauber of Marcus Ericsson and Kevin Magnussen in the Haas down at turn 3.
Entitled to his turning, he left him space. He caught the curb, you see, and just lost the steering out of his hands almost. So that's entirely down to Magnussen.
There goes Nico Hulkenberg. Well done for stopping before he got to the barrier. As he beached it?
Oh, yes.
Could have beached it. Giovinazzi now will see the checkered flag. Oh, will he?
That's going in the wall.
That is.
Yeah, he did actually light it up on the AstroTurf and went straight to the scene of the accident.
There is a major incident once again involving Antonio Giovinazzi. Is the Williams of Lance Stroll going off and onto the gravel?
Right rear damage as well. Right rear tyre is in the firing line if you go off in that corner.
As you can see, that wasn't his fault.
Fair old thump there, didn't he?
Oh no, Max Verstappen's out. Max Verstappen has gone out at the top of the hill at turn 4, just on the exit of 4. We saw Vettel going wide, didn't we, after he made his pit stop. But what happened here to Max Verstappen? Does that look like a brake failure to you, Martin?
Brakes failed.
And out of the race, Lance Stroll. Massive disappointment for him. Could that have been Carlos Sainz, who's just pitted as well? It is Carlos Sainz.
That looks like it's been through one of the brake marker boards or something, doesn't it?
This is going to bring out a safety car.
Stroll hit me. He didn't see me coming in the inside. It was, you just, tell me, turned into me, like if I was not there.
Jolyon Palmer's gone into the wall. Turn for his eyes, clipped the inside curve, isn't he?
Yeah.
Here comes Palmer now. Grosjean on the inside, he's gone into Palmer. Palmer slews across the track and straight into Grosjean. Bottas breaks a little earlier and he's getting swallowed up by Raikkonen and the Red Bull that goes off the track. Sebastian Vettel leads them away from Hamilton, from Bottas, and there is Fernando Alonso onto the gravel.
Really clumsy stuff. A puncture then for Felipe Massa as well. They were tripping over each other like crazy. Really clumsy driving into turn 1. Raikkonen is out. Raikkonen broken suspension. You can fix it, but it'll take a while.
That is Kimi Raikkonen. His race is over. We're on board with Valtteri Bottas here.
Kimi saw a half a chance, and there it goes. Good night, thank you. That's 2 rivals gone. And then Alonso getting just plain shoved off the racetrack.
Massa and Van Dorn. What was going on there with Stoffel Van Dorn and Felipe Massa? Here comes Sebastian Vettel. Lewis Hamilton's on the outside. This is going to be neck and neck going into turn 1. Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton. Oh, and Hamilton gets forced off the track. Who's going to come out in front? It's Sebastian Vettel in front. once you lose the rear and it steps out of you, you're not going to get it back again.
Yeah, you're going to see his steering. He's going to turn, winds the lock on, look, car staying straight, and you just watch the other wheel actually turns.
Oh, and that's taken a bit of a hit maybe there. Oh, that's Romain Grosjean in the Haas. Now, trying to find a bit of room, going against the traffic, Martin, but trying to find room to spin the car round again, and certainly ruining the laps of a couple of drivers. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, he's gone in, and it's come round. That's very unusual for a Formula 1 car to spin like that.
Someone's hit the wall, and it's Stoffel Van Dorn has hit the wall on the exit of the swimming pool chicane. Now Stoffel Van Dorn, who he's won here in GP2, Martin. He's had great times, but his first experience in a Formula 1 car, it does come back to bite you so easily. We got some double wave yellows, and who's gone into the barrier? At Portier, and that does look very nasty indeed. That is a serious incident and a safety car here in Monte Carlo.
Pascal, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, are you okay? Yeah, it would be better if I could jump out.
Let's have a look. You see Jenson Button does go down the inside, and then Pascal does get launched.
Yeah, the rollover hoop would have protected him.
Yeah.
Fine there. We're going to see it for ourselves. Jenson's been frustrated, hasn't he, behind Wehrlein right since the early stages.
Jenson's McLaren.
A little bit of a clumsy move.
Jenson Button has ended with retirement from the Monaco Grand Prix. Marcus Ericsson down at Sander Vos. Oh, he's just gone straight onto the barrier. Down the inside went Sergio Perez, and into the barrier went Stoffel Van Dorn.
Guys, you really want me to crash, huh? Stop around, I need 200% focus.
could even be a gearbox as well, because the right rear wheel's hanging off for good measure.
There's the first go, there's the second go. And he does rather cut across him and then straight into Felipe Massa. It's turn 8 that he's whacked, isn't it?
Oh, trying to use so much curb, and that's just thrown the car completely to the right-hand side. Might see it sort of jump a little bit there. Yeah, you see it sort of see the car jumping up and down. That's the maiden tower on the left-hand side.
Max Verstappen, after a quite impressive day, setting the fastest times in FP1 and FP2, finishes his day into the side of the barriers. He did well to stop it spinning, but as a result,
Put him in a much more precarious position.
there goes Kvyat running wide, and as he comes back onto the track, that's just enough to put Sainz off. From 14th on the grid, contact there, Kimi Räikkönen has had contact. Lewis is backing up the pack a little bit, and he went into him.
Wait, he brake tested me. What the going on?
Vettel literally just came alongside me and turned in and hit me.
He might have lost a bit of front wing there, Sebastian Vettel, and he's saying to Hamilton, what did you do? You stamped on the brakes, and this could be very, very tricky indeed. And Vettel somehow manages to hang on to second place. Well done, Massa, as the two Force Indians collide. There it is, big damage.
Both damaged.
There's his front wing.
Both damaged.
Oh, and there's a problem there for Nico Hülkenberg. Look at that front right tyre. He's out of this race. Into the gravel trap goes Daniel Ricciardo. Max Verstappen. Just looking at the side there, I couldn't see the yellow, but that is Verstappen going off into the gravel.
How did he keep that out of the barriers?
Alonso going straight into it after the earlier touch from Danny Kvyat.
Oh, he's got a thump. Alonso was all in his mirrors, like just protecting himself, and then he gets the thump up the back. And Verstappen, having had the all-start, was also being very cautious. And this is Sainz in front of us. So Kvyat passed his teammate. I was right first time. Was Sainz who had a poor start. Now Kvyat locks his brakes, thumps the McLaren, and round they all go.
This is the duel as Sainz gets past Danny Kvyat. Kvyat tucks in behind him on the way down to Maggots, gets alongside, goes off. Okay, Sainz is blaming his teammate. Kvyat is blaming his teammate. Who drove into who?
Raikkonen struggling.
Well, Raikkonen behind.
He's got a puncture.
Has he got a puncture?
He's got a puncture. Front left tyres.
Yeah, you can see it's sun in a shred. This is awful for Kimi Raikkonen. Valtteri Bottas catching him.
My left front tire broke.
Vettel's off the pit.
And Sebastian Vettel's gone off, and maybe it is getting slippy. He's got a puncture too. What is causing these punctures? Both Ferraris struggling. Kimi Raikkonen now gets back past his teammate once again. It's already going, Paul, before he gets into Brooklands.
They've all just run out of tyre gauge. You can see the front blister, you can see he's off the track. There's nothing you can do.
Turn 11.
Did he just put his left rear on the curbs he turned in? I mean, unfortunately for him, he caught the initial snap. You know, the car stepped out and he caught that. It snaps when he first turns into the right, he catches it, then he's going forward, and that ends up going the other way. It's exactly the same as Verline, isn't it? Caught the initial snap, goes straight for a while, and then the car rotates the other way. Oh, what are you to do?
Well, what can you do? Comes Valtteri Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton's losing places as they touch the two Red Bulls of Ricciardo, going wide into turn 2, and there's Carlos Sainz sliding through, and there's big problems for Ricciardo, who spins round on turn 3.
That's who I think it was.
Yes.
So well.
You need to bring the car back to the left here. He just got on the entry curve, didn't he? On the apex. There was no stopping it. You can just see, I said in the background, he's just trying to get out of the way, son. The accelerate, just picks up the grass. And off you go, and you can see your passenger.
That could have been an airplane crash.
As we go down and right on board with our cut towards Eau Rouge, and once again they have touched, and for the second time in this race the two Force Indians get too close together, and it is a puncture for Sergio Perez.
Guys, what the honestly, what the this guy doing? Front wing broken now.
Broken front wing as well.
Happened to Lance Stroll.
It's a bit like what Ricciardo had, isn't it? Lost the rear, but he'd lost the rear before he got to the entry curb, and the curb just sent it. There's no way to save it. Very fortunate to keep it out the wall as well.
A bit like Massa in Spa as well. Way out. Don't want to be there too often. Kimi Raikkonen will probably need to take the second chicane a little bit better than that. In conditions very similar to this that we are fearing today, and somebody is off and into the barriers. I wonder if that wasn't one of the Hasses, Grosjean or Magnussen. They have red flagged the session. It was Grosjean.
I thought he was too dangerous.
Let's have a look on board with Grosjean now.
He's in the tracks, then he's slightly left of the tracks. Oh, there we go. It was the second application of the throttle. He got up on top of the water.
He was forced out wide, and oh, that's how he came a cropper. Doesn't like what Felipe Massa did to him.
We have damage. Yeah, I think so. Puncture. What is he doing?
Alonso and Palmer.
What Palmer is doing? He needs to give me back the position. Cut the chicane. What was that? He's just turning to me. Yeah. is he doing? Pushing me off the track.
We saw it.
That was crazy, guys.
He's got on the throttle and spun the car around 180 degrees.
His problem started on the way into 21, actually.
Yeah.
Got a bit of oversteer, had to turn into the slide, which put him slightly out of position, stayed on the gas, and had a fight with the wall and lost.
And it's lights out, away we go. Verstappen gets an excellent start. Sebastian Vettel needs to cover him off. Kimi Raikkonen on the inside, and he's crashed with Verstappen. He's hit Vettel as well. Raikkonen is out before the first corner, and he's gone into the Red Bull there as well. Carnage as Fernando Alonso gets involved in the McLaren. The Toro Rosso gets to the escape road, and Fernando Alonso is out of this race, as is Kimi Raikkonen and Max Verstappen as well. It's the second time this season Raikkonen and Verstappen have collided, and yes, Vettel going backwards. He is off and looks to be out of it too. He's reversing round turn 5. Sebastian Vettel has lost his front wing. Disaster for him and his teammate at the start. Can he get back to the pits? But look at the damage on the left-hand side.
He's got to pull over. He's pouring fluid out the back of the car. He's got a damaged radiator from when he hit his teammate.
Danny Kvyat has gone into the wall just after he got past Kevin Magnussen.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Snatch a break, presumably.
It locks up, didn't they?
And what he didn't do was realise it early enough, or admit it early enough, go down the escape road.
In sector 9, and there is the reason why.
That'll be a safety
salver
car.
of Marcus Ericsson facing the wrong way, and look,
don't drive it down there.
He
Don't
has
drive it
hit
down
the
there.
wall.
All okay, Marcus?
I'll go.
Yeah, I can see the rear. Your rear left is gone.
Front locking initially on the grass. You're not going to stop it. You'll see the inside front left. There you go. The car is bottoming, so there's nothing you can do there, and that's what I was saying. It just dragged you in. Oh, he's just gone the curb. You can see it bottomed out.
and the back goes away just as he clips that curb, and then he just so gently eased the throttle on so he didn't dig a hole and beach the car, and he's managed to recover it. It was a long, lurid slide, but he had his brain in gear, because it would be very easy then to, in frustration or panic, to bury the throttle a little bit and you just dig a hole and you're out for the rest of the session if they can't get the car back. But Lewis just getting away with that.
There's Romain Grosjean, and he is off and into the barrier. And it's Kimi Räikkönen that's gone over the curb there, Paul. There's originally caused the drain cover to open, and that was the reaction.
Locked up there, he's not going to make the very inside line through that corner. Verstappen knows he's coming because he's looked at his mirrors, Paul, but he does look like he's turned in on Palmer to me.
Yeah, I mean, Max is on what we would call kind of the racing line. You could see he was well aware he was coming as well.
Palmer's on a hot lap.
Palmer's on a hot lap. Was there enough space? I don't think Max was expecting to dive up the inside.
Esteban Ocon and Carlos Sainz tangling into turn one. Ocon had just got ahead and then got clipped by the Spaniard
with the DRS, and you can so easily...
Oh, there's a touch. Magnussen into Palmer. That's why Sebastian Vettel backed off. He's coming home here, Martin, with one wheel on the back of his car.
Broken and the wheels. How bizarre.
Is that possible? Stroll is not looking where he's going. He completely shunted into my car. I mean, seriously.
Now let's have a little look. This is after the race has finished. Oh.
All okay? I don't know what happened. I lost the car. Sorry.
No worries. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, good news.
Yeah, a bit of a lock up there. And on the exit, I'm looking for getting on the curb. Oh yeah,
on the
got on the curb. Yeah, driver error.
Wow, there's a lot of aquaplaning. It's okay, I just went to the ground a little bit.
Start to drift wide.
Underseat a bit, goes on the curb. On the grass. Yeah, he does make contact with the barrier just slightly there with the right rear, and then again. Oh, there's a bigger moment than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Left off.
Understood, Kimmy, understood. And engine off, Kimmy, engine off.
Again, exactly the same. It's almost like a carbon copy, isn't it, of how the car reacted to Vettel's car earlier on.
And just manages to avoid the barriers on the exit. Oh, and there is a car into the barriers, and that looks like Romain Grosjean. And it is Romain Grosjean, and that is a big off.
Okay, something wrong happened on the car. Yeah, but I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. Just hope you're okay. Massive oversteer. Just don't know what happened. Yeah.
So it was oversteer already. He's got oversteer again. The car is pointy like crazy. That was trying to crash, wasn't it? 3 corners earlier. Really what we call a pointy car, where you turn the wheel and the front goes in quickly. Oh, we got somebody in the gravel.
So Toro Rosso, it's Carlos Sainz in his last race for Toro Rosso, off into the gravel, but he's managed to keep the engine going and he's not got that car beat, which is good for him.
There then is Carlos Sainz in the background with a pretty firm connection with the barrier.
Also up there, Esteban Ocon now in 4th, and here is Kimi Räikkönen going wide, and Nico Hülkenberg through Spoon, rather forcing him off the track, and there's another car. I think it's the Toro Rosso of Gasly. That could be another safety car, Martin. That's Marcus Ericsson, who's gone off there, and that is the end of his race. It's such a tricky little corner to get right. Meanwhile, out on the track, Felipe Massa's left the door open for Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen did not need a second invitation, squeezed his ass right past the Williams there. Into the gravel, that's the Williams, and almost colliding with the Red Bull as Lance Stroll comes back out onto the track again.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, look.
Puncture, actually.
Puncture.
Come off the rim. Yeah. really got through the pack quite quickly. I mean, he got there we go.
That's Magnussen on Wehrlein.
Sounded expensive.
Pascal Wehrlein, who retires for the 3rd time this season. You want to see it on board from the Haas here.
It's a wonder it didn't tear the front suspension.
Sebastian Vettel lapping Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen's got touched by Marcus Ericsson behind him. Verstappen round the outside, Hamilton in third place, Verstappen and Vettel touch once again, but this time Vettel picks up a little bit of damage as his front wing there touches Verstappen and there's more carbon fibre on the track.
Yes, it's an awful start for Vettel, he's got a lot of damage already. Will he have damaged the right rear tyre of Max Verstappen?
Valtteri Bottas in a second and Hamilton's got problems. Hamilton's got a puncture on his right rear tyre. Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel coming together. This is an awful start for Lewis Hamilton, who's going to have to now try and limp back to the pits. There's Stoffel Van Dorn overtaking him in the McLaren and the Sauber, then in Marcus Ericsson.
It's a very short lap.
I've got a flat tyre, guys, flat tyre. Copy, Lewis, so box.
Catching Hamilton out.
Barriers.
And no chance to stop his car, and a massive cheer from the grandstands as Lewis Hamilton goes into the tyre barriers and out of qualifying.
Yeah, he dropped, well, he carried so much speed in there. I drew breath as he tipped it in there, look, and the back end just won't live with it.
Sebastian Vettel leads Valtteri Bottas, Kimi Räikkönen, Max Verstappen, and Fernando Alonso, and here's Daniel Ricciardo spinning out towards the back, getting caught up through the centre S's, down the Retroposta now to Desquila do Lago. Vettel leads from Bottas.
Ricciardo, of course, starting from P14 with that engine penalty, and that's why he was back down there, but he looks like he could get going again without any damage.
There's the two Renaults dueling away. Carlos Sainz trying to find a way past his teammate Hockenberg, and Esteban Ocon and Romain Grosjean collide, and is that Ocon out of the race after 27 consecutive finishes? Esteban Ocon is out. He's got a puncture and he won't finish here in Brazil.
And the safety car was already deployed before that incident happened. Safety car had been called out, presumably, for whatever went on in the first...
Any damage question? Not sure. Okay, car. Understood.
Esteban Ocon going round the outside of Grosjean. Grosjean collides with Ocon. We've seen cars spinning out there before.
Oh, so Grosjean got a dollop of oversteer in the middle of the corner and straight into the side of the Force India. It's bizarre, doesn't it?
This is Ricciardo. Who's he get hit by? Is that Van Dorn, the car behind him?
I got squeezed. Copy. Is the car okay?
Oh, he did hit him. So it was wrong.
And that is Esteban Ocon trying to make his way back. Look, for all intents and purposes, that he was out of the race. I'd rather get the feeling he is, Marty. He's not going to get that back. There's Felipe Massa, who's been stopped at caught at the start by Fernando Alonso and spinning out there is the Haas. And that is a bad move from Kevin Magnussen.
He's going to get pinched into turn 3. Actually, he lost that all by himself in the end.
Tyres a little bit dirty and dusty, I'm sure, as well.
Absolutely.
So here,
yeah, he can't blame anybody else. So yeah, this is a different scenario.
look up from Hulkenberg, goes off the track.
Slam dunk.
What's going on in sector 3? Pierre Gasly. That's what's going on, facing the wrong way and spinning.